Hello, tiny friends. Welcome back to TinyKeyHoleMinis. I'm Jolene, and this package finally arrived. Now, really, it didn't take very long at all. It was pretty fast shipping, but because I was so anxious, it felt like it took forever. Now, this package came from a website called TEMU, which is one of those bargain sites where you can find like anything and everything for really low prices. So, by the looks of this package, I am hoping it's not one of those deals where you get what you pay for. I'm gonna try not to judge a book by its cover, but my first impression is really sketched out by the looks of this package. I can't believe there's 24 pieces in here. I hope nothing's broken. They have it all taped up around the side. And this is my first time shopping here. So I guess we're going to be the judge of their items. My sister introduced me to this website and she said it's fully legit. I really kind of trust her when it comes to these types of things. My good friend Gianna from Montarsi's Miniatures told me about the bubble beads. And so when I went and did a search for the bubble beads, this website came up. And since my sister just told me about it, I thought it was definitely a sign that I should shop here. So I went on, I started looking, and they had miniatures, tiny friends. So now it's a whole nother ball game. So I stopped looking for the supplies that I needed and started looking through their miniatures. So it was a total game changer. I purchased a few miniatures. I purchased a few supplies. I'm going to show you everything that's in here and tell you all the prices that I paid as we're going along with these items. We're going to see the quality of the items, and hopefully I'll go back. And hopefully those of you that don't know about this site can go there as well. So to begin with, I need to open up this package. And I can't even believe that they wrapped it this way. This is the first. So again, I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. I'm going to unwrap this and start showing you what's inside. Oh, another thing. My sister buys clothes from this website, and I don't like buying clothes from the internet. I rarely do because I'm one of those people that have to try them on to purchase them. And a lot of these bargain clothing sites or websites advertise these beautiful pieces of clothing, but when I've looked through the reviews and seen the photos of what they really look like that people are posting, it is very clear to see that the clothing you get is not the same fabric as the clothing that they're advertising. So, I'm really cautious about purchasing clothes online. But my sister said their clothes at Temu are fully legit and she loves them. So I may possibly order some of their clothes. I'm not sure. You can get shoes, you can get um, crafting supplies, you can get home gadgets. I mean, you just got to go there and look. They have everything. It's like one of those catalogs. So, all right, I got this package to somewhat look like a normal package. I did get free shipping, so shipping was free. I don't know if that's all the time, but as a new purchasing um, guest, as I like to call people that are purchasing, I got tons of deals. They give you tons of deals for your first time. So I only paid about $37 total for everything. So this is the website, TEMU, and there's also an app. And yeah, so your first time there, you're going to get lots of deals. You're going to get free shipping. So I'm going to pull out all these pieces and we'll see what's inside. And I'll let you know how much everything cost. Now, there is several different suppliers for, you might find like 4 different suppliers for the same item. So you just got to look through the site because the prices may vary. So that's a good thing to note. Don't settle. Take take your time to look around to see if you can find the same item at a cheaper price within the same website. So, okay, let's begin. Okay, so the first items, I purchased 3 of them and I got a deal on these. These are actually for scrapbooking. They're little cards with images on them. And they have about 5 or 6 different types. I picked out 3 and they're 100. It says 100 pieces in each box, but I feel like there's way more than 100 in here. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and count them individually, but it definitely looks like more than 100. They're made on cardstock, and they're 100-piece mini card type collage material paper set. They were about $2.48 a piece, but like I said, I think I got a deal. I think they were like buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. I thought these would make great images to frame. They're very unique. They're printed really well. I'm going to show you some of these. This first set is called Victoria. Okay, I'm going to show you a few images from each set. They measure about 1.25 inches wide by 1.75 inches long. So, really nice images to display in your miniature scenes. And I love these so much. So I said definitely picking up some of these. And you can see I have plenty. So purchasing one of these for $2.48 is definitely a good purchase. I like the quality of these. I'm going to show you what's in the next set. Okay, so this set is called Previous Books, and this one is my favorite. On the website, it says Once Upon a Time book. I love this one so much. It's just a bunch of different pages and letters. There's music notes. There's images. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. When I came across this, I thought, I am framing this. It's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. And I'm going to try to give you a clearer shot of this, but how adorable is this to frame? If you're doing a coffee shop, a cafe, or any scene, actually, I would put this in. I love this so much. My idea was to create little books or letters or something with these, but again, they are on cardstock, so that would make very thick pages. But I don't care. I love them so much. I am definitely going to be using these for little miniature creations. I also, going through these, I found some of these look like little newspapers and stuff, but I found this image right here, and I love this image. It says New York. It's vintage, and anytime I can incorporate a vintage New York piece in my miniature creations, I am all for it because I'm originally from New York. So I love, love, love creating and incorporating vintage New York pieces. So I am definitely framing this, tiny friends. Okay, so moving on to the last set, which I believe is called Musha. I'm not really sure if that's how you pronounce it. So going through these ones, I felt like they looked like little tarot cards, but look at this image. These are great pieces to frame. I love them. So you can purchase one of these sets for $2.48. I am not really sure if this is one of those items that have multiple prices because it's different sellers. I only came across the one, but that doesn't mean that this is exclusive. There may be other listings for these with different prices. So you just got to look and go through before you make your final decisions. But for $2.48, this was worth the buy. So this was a good buy. Okay, so on to the next item. Okay, the reason why I came to this website in the first place, the bubble beads. They had several different kinds of bubble beads, and being that this is my first time purchasing bubble beads or even seeing bubble beads, I didn't know what to purchase, so I purchased 5 different types because I could not tell the difference on some of them. Now, these 2 bags are micro. They are different listings, and they're listed as different styles. But these ones are very, very, very tiny. And they're also listed as nail art, which they have plenty of as well. So if you're looking for nail art, if you're coming off of Little Gretchen's Workshop channel and you're wondering how to get some of that nail art that she's using, they have plenty of nail art on their website as well. So for the micro packs, one was listed as $1.34 and the other one was listed for 79¢, and they're 0.6 dash 0.8 millimeters. So that's how tiny they are. The blue ones were listed as 89¢, and there's different sizes in these. This pack here was listed as glitter glass. So these are the glass beads, or these ones right here, not the blue ones. These are the glass beads. They were listed for 98¢, and they're 10 grams slash 0.35 ounces. For the ones in the containers, you get 2 containers. Those are listed as 1,000 pieces. You get 2 boxes, and they're $1.07 for the ones in the little jars. So I'm really glad that I purchased a variety, because you do need a variety of sizes when you're working with bubbles and suds. And I went back in and purchased more, Tiny Friends. So I do have more coming. I did make a second purchase last night, and I'll tell you what else I purchased as we go along. But these bubble beads are great. So I'm showing you what they look like now, but in the end of this video, I'm actually going to finish off that basin and show you what they look like up close and give you a better view in a different light. And you're going to get to see the colors of them. You're going to see the rainbow iridescent colors and what they really, really look like up close. So you'll get a better view at these bubble beads at the end of the video. So for the bubble beads, great prices, great buy. They're fully legit. I also saw flat back bubble beads, which I didn't see till after I purchased these. And then when I went back in for a second purchase, I forgot about them. But I would like to have some of those flat back ones as well. Okay, so moving on to the next item. Okay, this is a UV flashlight. It was $1.98. So I'm hoping that it works pretty well. I guess I'll find out when I put the batteries in. It's a 9 LED, so I don't know how well this is going to work. I did need a smaller one to create the leaky ceiling that I want to create. If this doesn't work out very well, they do have bigger ones, which I didn't see till after I purchased this one, but that's fine. I'll give it a try. I'll see what happens, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will work out. So $1.34 for this one. If you're looking for bigger ones, they do have the bigger ones with the wider heads, and I'm not sure how much those ones are, but considering the rest of these prices, you know, it's worth checking out for sure. I also got some brass eyelet hooks. I cannot find the ones I have, and I'm not sure. I think these ones are a little bit bigger than the ones that I have. I think I have smaller ones. I can't really tell if these ones are bigger. I feel like they are, but I'm still going to be able to use them. So I purchased this pack for 71 cents. I also got some of these 3-leaf flower holder basic accessories, it's called, but they're like bead caps. And you get a variety. You get 100 pieces for 89 cents. And I plan on using these for some lamps that I want to create and lights. So I definitely wanted to pick up some of these. So 89 cents for this pack of 100. And I'm trying to show you if I can stop dropping it. Oh, again, they have a texture print on them. So 89 cents, you get 100 pieces in a variety pack. And there you go. You can see a little bit of the texture on it. So these are bead caps. I plan on using them to create some lights and lamps and whatever else I'm creating. But I really wanted to get some of these I've been wanting some of these for a long time. So I'm glad I found them for 89 cents for 100 pieces. So far, good buys. This is 10 pieces of the brass plated mini hinges for $1.98. They do have gold, silver, and bronze, and the bronze have a little of a rounder edge, and I wished I had purchased those instead of these ones, but I went back in and on my second order I purchased the bronze ones, which again are more rounded around the edges, so they look more antique-y. So for $1.98 you get 10 pieces, and we all can use hinges, right? So it doesn't matter. I'm going to use these ones as well. Okay, my next piece is a retro piece that I fell in love with. It's like a plexiglass cut. Um, I don't know if it's resin or plexiglass. It's fairly thin. And right now I'm looking at it like this is not as described. This isn't what it looks like. And then I realized there is a film over, which I was hoping. So right now I'm just trying to figure out, is there a film over this? I'm hoping so because it's pretty foggy and I can't see the image as clear as I did. As you can see, it's a little retro kitty clock. And you see how foggy it looks, and I'm looking at it like there's got to be a film over this, and there is. So I'm going to peel that film off and show you what this clock actually looks like. This won't be going in the Josephine house, but I love this so much. I am going to put this in some sort of scene that I have in mind that I want to create for my daughter as a gift. And that's going to be like a little retro scene. But I figured out that there is a film, and I was hoping and praying that's what that was. But look at how adorable this is. So this is listed as $2.98. It's a dollhouse and doll wall clock simulation and animal clock dollhouse decor toy. That's what it's listed as. Again, it's some sort of plexiglass or resin. It's very thin. I'm thinking it's some sort of scrapbooking piece, but I love this so much. So I had to add it to my list. It's super adorable. Okay, this next item was definitely not worth buying. It was the same price, $2.98 for this. And tiny friends, we can all make this. This is a rug, and it's just made of twine. It's not very well made. We can easily make this. I could have made this myself, but I was in the moment, so I picked it up. It looks much better on the image on the website, and these are so easy to make. It's just made with some glue, and I like to make my rugs with wax paper. I'll place them on wax paper, and then when they're dry, I'll peel them off. And this can very easily be made with a piece of twine or some nautical rope or anything, a string, embroidery string, baker's twine. So you could very easily make this. And this is, I think there's one more item, but this was not worth the purchase. I do like the ruggedness of it, and I'm definitely using it, but again, this is something I could have made myself. The next item is a rolling pin, and I really liked the style of this rolling pin. It was $1.48, so I really wanted to have this because I wanted her to have a variety of rolling pins. Okay, this item, I was expecting one and I got two. The description does say two pieces. I just didn't see that. They were $3.14. And it's just a bead, but what I love is the little top part to these perfume bottles. So I'm going to age them up a bit, and I'm excited that I got two. So for $3.14, you get two of these little perfume bottles. I'm not sure what type of top this is called. It might have a specific name, but I love the little squeezy knob on it. So I love that little vintage spray top. So Margo definitely needed one of these. I am definitely going to tone down that brassiness, and I may possibly use one of these in the retro scene I'm going to create, but this is perfect as far as the era that I'm going for. You don't see these types of spray bottles anymore nowadays, and they're super, super cute. So I got these for $3.14. You get a set of two. Okay, this next item was the most expensive item. It was $5.08, and you get this whole piece. A few things about this piece. For one, I adore it. I adore the biscuit baking scene and thought this was perfect. Uh, Margo definitely bakes biscuits. Um, Not very well made. There's glue all over it. Um, so whoever put this little piece together and made it wasn't very neat about it. The rolling pin is really, really tiny, probably like a 1/24th scale or half scale. Uh, I'm going to jazz this up. I have an idea on how to cover up that glue. I'm going to cover up some of that glue with flour, make it look like there's flour spillage all over the cutting board. So I definitely can jazz this up and make it look a little better and hide some of that glue. Other than that, the pieces on it are really great little pieces. The rolling pin again is very, very tiny, but when I place this in the kitchen, it looks very fitting. So this was a 50-50 kind of thing, or 75%. Um, I'm not sure if the price was worth it or not due to the quality, but uh, again, I'm going to jazz this up and fix it up. You won't see the glue when I'm done with it. It'll look a little better with some flowers sprinkled around that cutting board. And when I revamp this, it'll look more realistic in my scene. So there's so much glue on it, I wouldn't be able to pull these pieces off without probably ruining them. I do want to kind of get that rolling pin out of there though, but we'll see what I can come up with. I might have to heat it up, but that was $5.08. It's still super cute and it does need some work. Okay, so this is a lion head water fountain, and it's supposed to be stone. I think it's made of resin or some sort of mold, but I love it. It's very detailed. I'm going to revamp this and try to have water coming out of the lion's mouth. There is a hole in the mouth where I can try and create that. Um, it's not going to go on the Josephine farm, but I have it for any other scene I would like to create, and I love it so much. Now, this is one of those items that the prices vary. This one was $3.48. I seen it for $2.96. So this is one of those items that you have to search around to see if there is multiple sellers or different prices. As with all the items, definitely if you go on this website, do a search and see if you can see other listings for the same item under different prices. But I love this, so I picked it up and I will be trying to create that water flow from the mouth. Okay, this item I definitely needed for the barn. It's a wooden toolbox and it comes complete with a bunch of tools. This item was $4.98. You get a bag of tools, and I actually have some of these single pieces from my mystery grab bags that I purchased for 25 cents in when I was in New Hampshire at the dollhouse store. They had random bags, mystery bags of different things and items for 25 cents, and I actually got a couple of these tools. So I'll be adding them to this toolbox, but this was Margot's husband's toolbox, and it will probably be placed in the barn somewhere around the farm. I definitely needed this. Her son still uses these tools to mend things and build things around the farm. So less than $5, you get this complete set. It's very well made, the toolbox, and I was hoping that this would be as seen, and it is. The tools are metal. Some of them are adjustable, and you get all these different little tools. So this was definitely worth the buy and something that needed to be on the farm. Of course, I am going to distress the toolbox and make it look a lot older because right now it's very shiny and brand new, but it is wood and it is very well made. So this was a good quality piece. Okay, my next item is one of my favorite pieces. I needed this for the next project, which is the sewing room, and it's a little sewing box. Oh my goodness. It is so stinking cute. It is so cute. $2.98. It's a metal die-cast box with a cute sewing scene on it. And when you open it up, it's full of sewing items. And it's fairly heavy. It's got some weight to it. But look how adorable this is. Definitely worth $2.98. Matter of fact, I went in and purchased another one. So I will have another one, and I'm going to set that aside for something special. So I love this so much. I'm going to take all the little pieces out and show you what they look like. Also, they have a bigger sewing box with more stuff in it that I just purchased on my second round. So I'll be getting that in as well. And I think that's a wooden sewing box. But you can see the little numbers on the measuring tape. And this is made of some sort of fabric. Kind of feels like canvas. Um, super, super cute, tiny friends. $2.98. This is so worth it. A couple little spools of thread. I will also be making sewing accessories as well, but I could not pass this up. There's some color swatches in here. Um, I just love this so much. And the other sewing box has different sewing items. I just feel like it's essential to have plenty of sewing items in a sewing room. Lots of little accessories. Now, Margo is not a seamstress by profession, but she does know how to make her own clothes, and it was something that she has had to learn when she was a little girl. But look at how cute these little buttons are. A little pair of scissors. Now, I do have a couple pairs of these in silver, and I will also be revamping some of these accessories when I get to that part of creating for the room. But there's another color swatch. There's a blue one, a green one, and I think there's a lavender one. And you get all this in this cute little box, this little metal die cast box. Adorable. You can't pass this up. You can't pass this up. So one of my favorite items, and again, I did go back in and purchase another one for something special, and I purchased a bigger one, which is I believe the wooden one. So am I right? Who's gonna run and jump and go and purchase just this? So adorable. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so this item is another one of my favorites, and I could not wait to see this up close. This is a wooden Chinese retro cosmetic box, and it was $4.32. But look at the detail on this box. It's beautiful, beautiful. Um, when you open it up, it has all these little accessories in it. It's a little cosmetic box. So it has a bunch of little jewelry pieces in it. A pair of scissors, a mirror. There's a little butterfly clip in there. I don't know what most of these pieces are. I'm assuming it's all jewelry pieces. And I love it. $4.32. I couldn't pass this up. This is so stinking cute. All the little pieces in there. And I really couldn't tell what all was in there on the website. So I was like, well, I'm going to purchase it and I'll get a closer look when it comes. And I am so glad that I did. It has a nice gold trimming around it, little handles that actually move. Nothing comes out of it. Everything is glued down. But isn't it adorable? I thought for sure Margo could use this. It's very well made. You don't see any glue. It's got a nice red velvet lining inside. I just love this so much. It's very unique. Okay, so moving on to my next item. Okay, I saw these little lights, and you get two pieces for $2.48. The description said metal and plastic, so I was thinking that the frame would be metal, but the whole thing feels like plastic, and um, it wasn't worth my buy. I I kind of thought I could put them on a table or some sort, or put them on the wall in the hallway. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I can take the wire out and use the wire for the lamps that I'm going to make. Possibly use these. I'm going to have to definitely work with these. They're very cheaply made. They feel very cheap. They definitely need some work and some aging and just a little TLC. But I'm going to see what I can do with these. Hopefully they'll work for me. I can get them to work, but we'll see. Not what I was expecting at all, and they don't really look like the image. So the image did look metal, but they do have a really pretty design on them. Um, they just need some work. Okay, my next item is the vanity swivel mirror, and I really, really wanted one of these for Margo. This one was, excuse me, $4.18. They also had a round circle one. This one is the oval one. I thought they were out of the oval when I purchased this and was gonna have to get the round one, but I did get the oval. It does need to be aged, so I will be aging, and it does have a film over the front of it, so I'll need to peel that off. But Margo needed a vanity mirror, and I've been wanting one of these for a long time. So when I saw this, I picked it up. It's metal, it has a beautiful design on it. It was worth it, and like I said, I'm going to age it up a bit. Also came with two accessories, a little comb, and I'm thinking this is supposed to be a brush, but there's no bristles on it. It looks more like one of those lint brushes, but I am definitely going to add some bristles to this brush and make it look more realistic. So you get these two pieces with it. So a three-piece set for $4.18. You can see up close what the little design looks like on them. They're super cute, and when I add the bristles to this, there's little like grooves or indents in them. So that's going to be perfect to sit the glue in there and set those bristles in. I will definitely show you how I do that. Okay, so my last item from this website is a very common item. I've seen these before, the little bronze iron, and they had several different irons. I chose this one because I just really liked it. I thought the handle was wooden, but it's actually gold. Um, it looks like it's supposed to open, but it doesn't. If anybody knows if this is supposed to open, if anybody has one of these and it's supposed to open or not, please let me know because I feel like it's supposed to open. This is a die cast piece. They also had a black one, and the black one looked really cheap. The teeth on it, they weren't very defined and they were a little off. So I chose this one, which I like this one better anyways. But they do have some flat irons that don't have the holders to them. But definitely need an iron for the sewing room. I'll be making one of Little Gretchen's iron boards that she did on one of her videos. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. And I've been super excited to make that iron board. It's been so long, and I finally get to make one of those. So that'll be coming up soon. So I needed an iron, and out of the different ones that they do have, I chose this one. So this is what it looks like. This was $1.68. So definitely worth it. I'm glad I chose this one. I really, really like this one. But it feels like it's supposed to open, and it looks like it. So please let me know if anybody has one of these, if it actually does open and this is just stuck. I don't know. But okay, so that is it for this haul. I spent a total of $38.39 for everything that I just showed you. I also picked up this huge tub of beads from Walmart while I was there. I saw it, and it was about $20. And I also picked up a couple of these accessories. These are jump rings, but they look like little bracelets. They have like a little twisty design on them. These were in the bargain bin for less than $1. So I grabbed these and I just really liked them. I had a few different ideas for those. And then I picked up this pack of green beads, assorted beads. And these were like 90 cents or some 89 cents, something like that. Um, but as far as the big tub of beads, I plan on creating some lamps and lighting for the house and future projects. So I really did like the assortment in here. You get a few different colors, but I was really, really attracted to the metal beads inside the packages, which only come in a couple, which come in the gold or the amber and the silver. The other beads don't have any metal pieces, but they have a very great assortment of different style of beads. And there was 2 packs of greens, a pack of peach, a red, and then you get the gold and silver. Um, but they've got really nice metal beads in here that I thought that I could really use. And we all can use beads in this craft. You can never have enough beads. So I did grab this while I saw it. I just thought I'd throw it in this haul to show you some of these beautiful beads. Okay, so you can see up close some of their designs. I thought this one was really cool. I'm definitely going to try to create a lamp out of that. Um, I I am definitely for antique buttons, metal beads, because my ideas for those are just swarming in my head. And I love some of these beads in here. They're very unique. So would make great little perfume bottles or different little bottles or different types of lamps. I make my vintage ashtrays with these types of beads and metal buttons. So I'm always looking for those metal antique buttons as well. Whenever I'm in a thrift store or an antique store, something that I'm constantly looking for. So again, you can never have too many of these different types of beads and metal buttons, metal beads, and all that good stuff. Okay, so here is the haul from TEMU. Most of it was worth the buy. So you just have to be thorough when checking it out, go through the reviews. Some of them post pics. So make sure you're looking at the description, the reviews, and make your own judgment from there. But for the most part, I am happy with this haul. I'm happy with my purchase. I paid less than $40 for this haul. But for some of these items, the prices will vary, so you may see multiple listings, so check for that as well. And before I say goodbye, I'm going to show you the finished basin with the bubble beads. Okay, so here's where I left off on the basin, and I wasn't really fully 100% happy with the results. So I'm going to add these bubble beads. I am using my phone for this footage, so it's going to be better quality. But here you can see what they actually look like up close and get a better idea of their colors and their sizes. You can see the iridescence in them. I'm going to place them on this brown paper so you can see all the different sizes and get a better look at what they look like. I should really use my phone more often. It really does give better footage than my camera. Okay, I'm going to be using something I picked up from Queen City Minis, Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, which is kind of like resin, but it doesn't need to be cured. I'm also going to use a toothpick. I'm going to put a little bit on the paper and start mixing in these micro beads. And this is going to help create that frothy, thicker suds that I was trying to go for with the cotton. As it sets, it gets a little bit thicker. So I'm just mixing all these little beads in there. This is what it looks like. I'm going to put a little bit of the dimensional magic in the areas where I want to place the beads to help stick a little better since the resin is already cured. I am definitely going to be experimenting more with these beads for sure. I need to create a wash bin and also fill my kitchen sink. So this is what it's looking like, and right now it's drying, so before I can put her legs in it, it needs to dry completely. I have also put some of the suds on the outside of the basin, and I'm going to take you for a short tour through the living room to say goodbye. I hope you all have enjoyed this video today, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought in the comments below. I want to thank you all for watching. This part of the living room, this corner, is the only part that is absolutely 100% completed. I still have so much more to do in the living room. I have the rest of the walls to age, and I also have a lot more accessories I want to make for the living room. But for the most part, I have created 90% of the miniatures that you see in the living room. I have also created this cocktail table from a Dollar Tree transformation. I used two Dollar Tree tables, and I will put a link in the description box below for that if you haven't seen it and would like to. I do plan on creating a large tilting mirror to go over the mantle, but here is the miniature vision that I had for my first doll. I knew that I wanted her to be sitting in her chair, soaking her feet in a basin with rollers in her hair, her eyes closed, and looking very relaxed. So she is here and completed. I definitely want to make more dolls now that I know that I can. So that is in the works in the future. And this is just a glimpse of her life on the farm in the 1930s. Thank you all for subscribing and being here with me today. When I come back, I'm going back to the back room and creating that sewing slash dressing room. Lots to do for that room. And until then, tiny friends, you all have a lovely day, and I will see you on the mini side. Bye-bye.